biscuits and gravy, the low-carb and keto version. He begins by grabbing this mixing bowl with the whisk. As he brings it to his cutting board, he grabs another vessel and begins by cracking an egg, a brown one. As he struggles, he eventually cracks it and pours the yolk somewhere else. His second egg seems to be a little bit more troublesome, because it's a gelatinous goop, like flubber. Blech. He pours the egg whites into the mixing bowl and cracks his final 2 eggs. Then he adds a 1/4 teaspoon of cream of tartar. This will keep the egg white peaks nice and firm. The mixing bowl goes into the mixer with the whisk attachment, and he raises it and places it on medium speed. And he cleans, because if not, well, ants. He then preheats his oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit and checks it to make sure there's no gnomes inside. Then he gathers his ingredients: 70 grams of almond flour, 40 grams mozzarella, a teaspoon of baking powder, a pinch of salt and a half, some black pepper, not too much, and 2 tablespoons of butter cut into little cubes. He disperses the butter into the mixture. Then he grabs a fork and mixes the mixture. As well, he begins to smash the butter. This will create a sort of crumble. Eventually, it looks like this. Then it's merely patience. He waters his egg whites, stops the mixer, and checks for peak formation. It's where it needs to be, so he pulls it off and checks again. As he places the whisk for his antenna, he adds the wet ingredients to his dry ingredients, like a large fluffy pillow. He slowly begins folding it onto itself, with the gentle caress of a one-legged pirate. He lines a baking sheet with parchment paper and evenly splits the mixture into 4, like 4 fluffy pillows. He tries to even them up, which he could have used a measuring cup for, but to no avail. This goes into the oven. He sets a timer for 12 minutes, unknowingly setting it for 12 hours. These are going to be well done. He moves on to meat in a tube and squeezes it out like toothpaste, which 4 out of 5 dentists do not recommend. But the one that does is a cougar. He smashes it up into little pieces and lets it brown. You can hear the sizzle and smell the sausage, as if it's an old country home. Once it reaches its desired level of brownness, not too brown and not too not brown, he adds it to a separate vessel. He places the saucepan back on the stovetop. He adds about 2 tablespoons of cream cheese and a whole ton of heavy cream. And begins mixing it with his spatula. However, he can't scrape the good bits with the silicone spatula, so he switches to a flat one, whatever it's called. Then he adds about a 1/4 cup to 1/2 cup of chicken stock. This adds added flavor. 1/8 teaspoon to 1/4 teaspoon of xanthum gum thickens the sauce up. Add as much as you like to create a thick sauce. Meanwhile, his internal timer says something is off, and he realizes his timer was set to 12 hours. Luckily, it's only been 12 minutes. And the biscuits are perfect. He lets them cool as he returns to his gravy. Once the consistency has been reached, he adds back the sausage and mixes. He adds a little bit more cream and continues to mix. Once he is satisfied, he removes it from the stovetop and goes to the counter. He adds a biscuit and adds the gravy on top. That looks delicious. And that is how you make low-carb and keto-friendly biscuits and gravy. If you like this video, share, like, and subscribe. And until next time, eat well.